Let's come over and look at the UK and German markets this morning. So the DAX, so far we're holding the low we made earlier this week and therefore holding above this low here in the German DAX. If we breach it, then I don't expect this support to get breached. I actually don't expect these two levels here at 12.028 to 12.059 to get breached before we start the larger move to the upside in the German DAX. Now, I have altered my count slightly in that because of the depth of this and the structure, I've done the same in the FTSE. I suspect we're getting an ending diagonal for the fifth up in the German DAX. The next move up will tell us that, quite honestly, in that if it stops here at 13,629 and then comes down here below 13,253, we're definitely in the diagonal. Even if it goes up to the top of the target box at just over 14,000, the 4 is going to breach this 1 in a diagonal. If it doesn't, then we can fib it out slightly differently and the target simply increases slightly to the upside. But with semantics, to be honest, we're talking about the difference between 14 to 15,000 and 15,500 overall. What is important is if we come into this region, then I'm going to take my trade off and let the impulse prove itself, because I don't want to sit through that having gone from here. And I can always jump back in again if the various levels hold in the German DAX. So that's what I'm looking at in the German DAX. If I just bring you all the way down to the 15-minute time frame, you can see that this morning it came right up into the resistance region. It hit a 38.2 retrace here and is coming off, still holding the low just. So decision time really for the DAX. But if it makes another low, it's going to do it on divergent technicals. Not particularly worried. So I'm still long the DAX. Intraday, I've got no stop on it. I will determine what stop level I'm going to put on for the weekend, and I'll let you know before close of play today. UK FTSE. Again, I think it's difficult because the FTSE just does not play nicely with its subwaves. But looking at this, I can count an A, B, an A up to here, B back, and then 5 to here for an A of a 3 in a diagonal. What makes me lean towards that is the structure of all of this. That is not a wave 2. Yeah, that's a B wave in most people's books and certainly mine. So on that basis, if it is a B wave, then the A wave of the 3 is that. And this gave us an A, B, C structure into the 764 retrace of it. So I'm looking for that level to hold. We need to get through this initial resistance zone to start to push on up, and we need to take out this here, which would be, if we're getting a diagonal down, that would be the top of the 2. So take that out, and I think we're heading up to at least 79.47 and more likely just around the 8,100 level next in the UK FTSE. And then if I just bring that down to, bring it down to the hourly time frame. Excuse me. If we are in a diagonal down off here for that original 2, which I think is unlikely now, that would be the 1, that would be the 2, that would be the 3 of it into the low just below the 1.0 extension. I think that would be the A. We get a B, C. We've just hit a 618 retrace of the rise off this week's low, and we're bouncing in the FTSE. We'll come into the top of this region, then drop down one more time. And the 1764 for the diagonal lines up with our original target at the 50% retrace of the rise off the low from late February. So that's what I got in the UK FTSE.